everybody, and welcome to week 5, day 3. And today we're going to look at some sentences that have the word has in it. And I've written some sentences here, and I'm going to have you look for this word. So this word has 3 letters, H-A-S. And let's write those in the air while we say the word H-A-S. And H has the same sound as in hot, that H sound. Now I would like you to look at our first sentence. It's written in blue. And look for the word has. And then we'll read it together. He has 4 dogs. And I see the word has, and that's the word I'm looking for. So I'm going to put a line underneath it. That's called an underline. We put a line below. It's called an underline. Let's go to number 2, it's written in purple, and see if you can see the word has before we even start reading. And then let's read this together. She has a blue bike. Bike has I, silent E pattern, that vowel pattern, making the long I sound. So I'm going to notice that, but the word I'm looking for is has. And I'm going to put a line underneath it when I find it. And there it is, H-A-S. And I'm just putting a line below. All right, let's look at the sentence number 3. Now this is an interesting sentence because it has a title here. And this is how you write Mrs. Rubel. Mrs. Rubel has a swimming pool. Mrs. Rubel has a swimming pool. Did you find the word has? Okay, I bet you did. I want you to put a line underneath it. And now if you still have some of this paper, or even if you don't and you just have a plain piece of paper, try writing a sentence yourself with the word has this week. Okay, and just use your sound chart to spell some of the words that you want to spell. Use your sounds. And if I want to write bike, I know ba-I-k. And I know that I need to use I and silent E at the end when I'm writing bike, or a word that has a long I sound in it. We just learned that. So I want to talk to you about different kinds of animals. I'm going to put a couple pictures here of different animals. And when we're talking about different animals, animals live in their own habitats. They live where there is food, and they live where there is shelter for them. And these animals live in the rainforest. I just have some counting cards with animals on them, so I thought I would use them. Here are some toucans, some sloths, and some blue morpho butterflies. They live in the rainforest, and that is one of my favorite habitats to study. So they all live there. And then these animals, we have some sharks here, and we have some green fish like the ones that we will see in the Monterey Bay Aquarium video. These animals live in the wild, but some animals need people to take care of them. Animals that are in the zoo, your pets, and also animals on the farm. And I want you to think about animals on the farm. I'm going to say the name of some animals. And if they are farm animals, if you think they live on a farm, I want you to make the sound. Sort of like our Old MacDonald Had a Farm song. You can make the sound that that animal makes. So how about tiger? Yes or no? No, a tiger will live in the jungle, right? How about monkey? Monkey? Monkeys live in the jungle too. How about a duck? Sure, a duck can live on a farm. What kind of sound does a duck make? Quack, quack. How about a chicken? Will a chicken or a hen live on the farm? I think so. Can you make a chicken sound? Goat. Goat. And how about a lamb? A lamb is a baby sheep, so we would have to know that. Does a lamb live on a farm? Bah! Yes. How about a whale? A whale. I don't think a whale could live on a farm. That needs a big ocean to live in. And how about a pig? Can you make a pig sound? Okay, so this page that we're going to do is all about animals that live on the farm. And you're going to circle animals that live on the farm, and you'll just put an X on animals that do not live on the farm. So let's name them. So this first animal is a monkey. Monkey. Goat. Goat. So if it lives on the farm, you're circling. If it does not live on the farm, then you're going to put an X. Sheep. Sheep. Chicken. Chicken. Otter. Otter. Cow. Horse. Horse. Octopus. Pig. All right, and turn your paper over. And here are some sentences for you to write. And they're very simple sentences, but it's good practice because these sentences have words with long I, silent E pattern, like the word like that you have been practicing for a really long time. One of our first fast as a snap sight words. This sentence next to number 1 says, I like Mike. And then we are going to look at that, and number 2 is going to be a sentence that you write. You're going to trace the sentence, and then for number 2, you can read the sentence and write it for practice. Now, I am noticing on this page the words with I and silent E vowel pattern. And I want to put a line underline the vowel pattern I, silent E. And I'm just going to put it from the I to the E. And I'm going to include the letter in between. It will not be the same all the time. We learned that yesterday. But I do see this vowel pattern, I, silent E. And that's what we're studying, how to make that long sound for our vowels. And Mike also has long I, silent E vowel pattern. I'm going to underline that. And if you see it in the next sentence, you can underline it there also. So trace the sentence, read the sentence, underline the long I, silent E pattern, and then write the sentence yourself. This is all very good practice for you. Learning long vowel sounds and spelling, and also writing sentences. Remember to put an uppercase letter at the beginning and a period at the end. Okay, so let's move on to our math. And the math is going to be very easy for you, although we are using bigger numbers today. Make numbers 16 to 19. Now here are 2 10 frames, and you can use your 2 color counters that you made to work on this, or you can just do some X's. Whatever you do, we are making numbers that are more than 10. So this first 10 frame must be full. It is going to be filled because we're making teen numbers. So I'm just going to do circles today. Make sure I do them dark enough for you to see. Let me just darken that. And this 10 frame must be full because all the numbers are greater than 10. So I put in the 10 circles, and now I am going to do number 16. I'm going to do number 16 right there at the top. And you can do 16 or you can do 19. It's your choice. So since I'm doing 16, I did my 10 frame. That's the 1. That's what it stands for. And so I need to do how many more. And this number tells me how many more. So I'm going to do X's for this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I did 10. I'm going to write the number 10 here. And I did 6 more because I did number 16. So I'll write the number 6 here. And that makes 16. Remember that we write 16 a 1 and a 6 because this 6 is going to slide up and take the place of the 0. 1 10 frame and 6 more, 16. Okay, now for all of the numbers inside, you are going to have a number. You'll have 2 10 frames. How many are in this 10 frame? How many are in this 10 frame? 10 and 6 more we just did. And that makes 16. So I want you to trace these numbers, trace those numbers, and when you get to your own, like number 2, you'll write how many are in the first 10 frame, hint 10. How many are in the next 10 frame, hint 7. And then you're going to write 10 and write 7 and then write 17. So you're going to do that for 18, and you're going to do that same thing for 19 and 16, 17 again. You do not have to color these objects. They're not colored, but you don't have to color them. But if you need to count them, then you can use your favorite color, and as you count, just put a line through them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We want to put how many are in the first 10 frame here. And if I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9, so I would put a 9 here and then trace 19. Okay, easy peasy lemon squeezy. All right, for this one, it's a little bit backwards. This is asking you, let's do a little problem solving, backwards thinking, okay? 10 and 7 is, you're going to write the number here, and you are going to put objects in the 10 frame to make 10 and 7. I think you know how to do that. I'm not even going to give you a clue on that, because I think you know what to do. The first 10 frame, the second 10 frame is how many altogether, what number? And then do this one also the same way. If you have any questions or if this is confusing, I'll review it for you if you have a question about that. And that is really it for today. So enjoy doing your work today and practice some of your Fastest Snap sight words, and maybe play a game with your sight words. See how many of them you can read or how many you can write. Maybe you could put a timer on for 4 minutes and see how many sight words you can find. Can you find a whole bunch? Challenge yourself, and I will see you next time.